Welcome to another video. This will be a follow-up for my initial video regarding CATIA V5, create a bowling ball. So over here I made use of projections, projected sketches to define that. Now we're going to take a look at the workflow that involves Boolean operation. So as you can see within the part 3 we're going to have the Boolean operations. We're going to need to define additional bodies that will be positioned under those Boolean operations. So to get started, I will start this from scratch. So this will be a new part. I will use the same Y and Z plane to define the initial circle, which will have a radius of 110 millimeters. Afterwards, I will trace an axis, and I will have half of that trimmed. Define a shaft to position that initial sphere. And now for the Boolean operations, we can again make use of a reference plane. In this case, I know that at 110 millimeters this will be tangent to the top. And within this newly defined plane, I can create the first cutout, which will be a circle with a radius of 10. And this is the difference, let's say, between the workflows, that if I want to work with Boolean operations, I will create overlapping geometries. Therefore, I can have this padded over here. But keep in mind that it's important to have this within a different part body. Therefore, I will go to Insert, Body, and within Body 2, this will be the work object. I will select the sketch, and I will make a pad. So the pad will go into the part, as we can see over here. And now we can make that cut using the Boolean operation. By going up to Insert, we're going to find the Boolean operations, and we're going to use the remove feature. And we see for the remove selection, I will select the body 2, and over here from, this will be the original part body. CATIA will automatically select those, as we can see. And now if I will click on preview, we're going to see that this will work the same, just like an extruded cut. So since this sketch was positioned directly on this plane, it is much easier to go directly with Pocket. But I wanted to show the workflow using Boolean operations. So let's define another cutout. Since those additional cutouts will be positioned directly on the surface, I will go over here to point. The point will be defined on the surface, and now I will click to define that point somewhere along the surface of the initial element. So for example, over here, we see that this is a distance of 113. I will round this up to 100. And I will click on OK. Now, since we have that point, we need to define a sketch over there. Therefore, we can use the plane, afterwards select the point, and we want this to be tangent to surface. So the surface will be the exterior of our element, and we're going to have a newly defined plane over here. Now again, for this case study, it's much faster to go directly with the Pocket, and I'm going to do that. I'm not going to use the Boolean operation in this case. You can also swap the normal tool in order to position the viewport directly over there. And I will define a new circle with a radius of 10. If I'm going to leave the sketch, I'm going to see that the plane will be positioned over there. And we can have this directly cut over here. And we can also define a mirror for this feature using the mirror tool. we're going to have the pocket mirrored. So the mirroring element, I will select the last plane over here from the default ones, and we're going to have that position over there. If you want to further change the position of the point, you can easily do that. For example, if I will make this all the way to the back, like 80, we're gonna see that the cut will be positioned over here for the pocket. So even though I change that position, this is because we don't have that coincidence between those two properly defined over here. So let's see, this is the point, this will be the circle. I see that the circle is now fully defined, therefore I will have that deleted. Create a new circle over here, select the reference point, so the middle point of the circle, afterwards the other point, and have those coincident. Add the radius for the circle, and now this should update, and as you can see, that updated, and we're also gonna have the mirror cutout. Now, since the orientation of the plane is like this, we're gonna see that this won't be, let's say, a perfectly mirrored element. This is mainly due to the fact that if I'm gonna go over here to the shaft, define this as the work object. If I will position, for example, on the top, we're gonna see that this initial surface has the middle edge position like this, so it's not directly horizontal. Therefore, mirroring around that plane won't be a perfect mirrored element. So mainly I wanted to create this video to highlight the use of remove, so Boolean operation. Maybe this is not the best case study for the bowling ball, but I'm gonna make additional videos regarding Boolean operations. Also, I want to create one more video regarding imaginary shape, because we can also use that to define a bowling ball quite fast using some primitives, and afterwards we can have those trimmed. Okay, so I will position a similar video at the bottom on the left. I will put the CATIA V5 tips and tricks playlist at the top and a subscribe button to the right. So thanks for watching, see you in the